Alright, so today we're going to review how to make a video. So the first thing you do is go to the Start menu, and you're going to go to All Programs, and you're going to look under, let's see here. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, but it should be under, oh, right there. Windows Movie Maker. It has like a little, looks like a little reel for a movie. And this is what it's going to look like. And the first thing you need to do is you can either capture a video, import pictures, and import music. You're going to import pictures, which means you need to have them saved somewhere. So I'm just going to go into sample pictures to show you how. I'm going to pick all of these. Okay, so you can do all of them at once, or you can hit Control A, and that'll select all of them. You hit import, they're going to come in here. Okay, oops, let me make that bigger. All right, so now it's pretty easy. Once I have my pictures, I just drag them down into the order I want them in. And if I don't like it, I can just drag it back. Oh, maybe I can't. I can drag it one over the top, and then it'll just add it in there. So now I have two sunsets if I want another mountain in there. And I can go on forever and ever on to eternity if I want. Okay, and so now I have my pictures in there. Now I can edit the movie, so I can make different effects. So for the picture, if I want the picture to be blurry, I can do this and drag it down into this little star, and you see how the star is now blue instead of gray. So when I play it from the beginning, it's going to show you that after this goes on, it'll show up blurry. Do you see how it's blurry? It's kind of hard to tell. Let me pick a better one. Let's say I want it to be aged film. See how it shows right here that it's aged and it's filmed? So if I start here and I play it, it's going to play the video, and this will come up looking aged and old. So I could make one pixelated, and I could slow it down. Now that's not going to make much sense to slow it down since it's a picture, but I can make it look real bright. Let me do that on this one. So you see that it looks different. Now the computers in the computer lab are going to have a lot more options than this computer does, so you'll have bazillions to choose from. And you don't have to pick a video effect for each of them, but you can if you want. So once again, you can make it be upside down. You could make it a different hue. It's hard to tell on some of these because they're bright colors. So that's what it's going to look like. So you've added some effects. Now maybe you want a transition. So between the slides are the transitions. So if I want it to circle, just drag it down here. So when I press play, do you see how it's circled? If I want lots of little circles, it'll do that. And then I have my little age thing. I can make a heart. I can have a V. So there's my pixelated shot. And then I know, it's beautiful. Oops. And then it makes a V. So these are just different ways that your pictures can kind of come in and out. Are you done back there? I'm trying to record, dude. And you're distracting me because you're laughing and giggling, and I'm not really doing anything that's funny. All right, so now here's how you make a title or movie credit. So if you want to write this on the back of your sheet, it's under Edit Movie. I'm going to make a title. So let's see. I want the title obviously to begin at the beginning of the movie. That would make sense. And I'm going to call this Nature Landscapes, because that's really what it is. and I'll put an exclamation point. You'll see that as soon as I start typing, it shows up over here. Now it's pretty blah, whatever. So I can change the title animation. I can make it scroll across. I can have it be like a sports scoreboard. That was kind of boring. It can look like a newspaper. You can do whatever you would like, as long as it fits. And then I can go to change text and font color. I can change my font to whatever is on the computer. Now remember, if you switch computers from day to day, you can do that. I can change the color of it. Maybe I want it to be pink because I'm girly and I love pink. And I can change the size. I can change the position. You get the idea. So when I'm done, I just click done, add title to the movie. Here it is. It comes right in there, right at the beginning. If I want to make a credit, so now I want to show that my partner and I worked on this, I would write made by, and then I can put my name here, and maybe I was the director of the movie. And maybe my partner was Judy Bloom. And because she's such a, oops, I spelled her name wrong though. That would be helpful. Because she's such a good author, she wrote like the Ramona series and stuff, she can be the writer. And maybe I had, Justin Bieber. He was my choreographer. Did I? Well, we'll pretend it's his stepbrother. And we'll write artistic director. Artistic. Well, there's no really choreograph here, is there? All right, so when I'm done, I can remember change the animation if I want. I can change the font. I like it just fine. So it shows up here at the end, and if you want to play it to make sure that it's right. There I am, yay, the director. So it looks just like a movie. That's, well, I can change it around then if I want. So if I decide, I didn't like that, I can just double click on it, and if I want, I could change, I could put this as director, and then this as Darla Beckwith, and then it'll show up, and then you can see, just switch it. So you can do it that way too. All right, so I'm done with that. Now, if I'm ready to finish my movie, I can save it to these things. You would save it to your computer, and I'm going to save it as Nature Landscapes by Darla. And you are going to want to save it to your USB so that I can see it. So you'd stick in your USB and you'd click Browse. And then you find your USB and you go ahead and do that. I'm just going to save it to my videos because this is a pretend one. And you go to Next. And this is the important part. You want to save it not for playback on your computer, but you want to save it as a high quality video. Okay? And then you'd hit Next. And it's going to take a little while because the longer your movie, the longer it's going to take to save it. And once it's saved, then you can play it anywhere. You can play it on YouTube. We can upload it there. We can put it on the, you can play it on any computer, anywhere. Okay? So that's how cool it is. You can make any kind of movie you wanted at your house. You don't need me to show you how to do this. You can do it yourself. But we're going to do it for ancient Egypt. And once it's saved, then I'll play it for you and you can see what it looks like. Now, if you wanted, now this doesn't have any sound on it, okay? If you wanted sound, you could hit cancel. And are you sure you want to stop saving it? Yes, I'm sure, because I go, oh, I forgot my sound. And here's how I add my sound. Do you see this microphone? click on the microphone and it'll say it can only be added in the timeline view. This is the timeline view. Hit OK. So when I'm ready to start my narration, I would start. So first thing I want to say is my title, right? So Nature Landscapes by Darla Beckwith, Justin Bieber, and Judy Bloom. You can find nature everywhere. You can find beautiful pond lilies floating in your pond. I'm totally making this up as I go. And you can see how beautiful God has made the sunset in beautiful, wonderful, vibrant colors. And on you can go until you are done with your narration. Okay, I'm stopping. Okay, now I have to save this as a file. So I would just save it as, I don't know, landscapes. So I keep everything the same. And look where you're saving it. Okay, you're saving it in my videos under my narration. So I hit save. It's saved, and there it is. Now, if I mess up, then I just delete it, okay? So, ooh, I don't like it, I don't want to hear it, or blah, blah, blah. Then you just delete it and you try it again, okay? Can we actually listen to it? Yes. All right, so now I'm ready to save. And at any time, you can hit play here. And it'll play your whole video for you, okay? And with your sound. Now you can't hear the sound because I'm recording right now your directions. So it's pretty neat. You can do as much as you want. If you had a video of Egypt or something you wanted to add in, you could do that. You'd have to take the video. I'm not going to be responsible for helping you take video because that's not part of the requirement. If you want to do that on your own and bring it, that's fine with me. But once again, like I said, I'm not going to be responsible for that. All right, so here's the storyboard. So we go back, let's save it to my computer real fast so you can see this. I'm going to save it as landscapes. I'll just do it for quality on my computer. All right, does anyone have any questions about this project? No, awesome. Then I'm going to stop recording so I don't have